Hi, I'm Koo, and about a month ago, I posted this video, my Payday 3 Custom Special Unit video, which, if you haven't seen already, I'll link in my description. Anyway, that turned out to be my 4th most watched video of this year. Seriously, I thank you all for watching it. It really means a lot to me. When I posted it, I was at about 96 subscribers, and now I'm... Oh, wow. And it's all thanks to this video. And yes, I have been reading every single comment on my videos, and I've seen some pretty good criticisms and changes that you guys would like to make to the Faker. So without further delay, let's get right on to the Faker revamps. First things first, let's get the elephant out of the room, Faker's health. I don't know if I'm dumb or schizophrenic or both, but I really thought that Starbreeze changed the enemy HP on Overkill. I swear I've seen the article, I swear I've seen the Nodely video on it, but whatever I did, I just couldn't find it. So my apologies, the Faker's health is now 150 on all difficulties. I really don't know why I thought this is first. Probably because I've never played Overkill loud, and because, you know, I am a pussy. But anyway, that's that taken care of. Secondly, a comment on my video by Norbert Bubilek gave me a really good idea on changes to his appearance. He suggested that the Faker should wear a hoodie. This suggestion was so good I just couldn't leave it out. So without further ado, this is the Faker's new appearance. Yes, I know I use Roblox. What about it? Also, I had to ditch his duffel bag and replace it with a backpack so that when he's marked, he wouldn't get confused with cops stealing bags. Now that we've discussed the changes to his appearance, I want to dive into the main mechanic of the Faker. The whole reason the video was made in the first place.
Alright, let's rock and roll.
The changes to fake deployables are much needed in my opinion. And before you ask, no, I'm not removing the ability to mark them. Maybe because I spent a fucking hour recording the damn lines. Instead, I'm gonna do what commenter Revamping suggested, and I made it a skill. This is the identifier skill, which gives you the ability to mark fake equipment. Without the skill, the equipment will be called out like normal, meaning if you don't have the skill, your best bet is to look out for the FBI logo. Now let's get on to the equipment themselves. I have looked at a bunch of criticisms and decided that the equipment will no longer explode or stun you. However, they'd give you debuffs instead. No, I still don't mean it removes your crit edge rush. Instead, different fake equipment would do different things to heisters who's dumb enough to fall for it. Medic bags will poison you for about 10 seconds with the poison section of your health turning green. Ammo bags will remove 10% of the ammo in your reserves, giving you less ammo to go shoot cloakers with or something. Armor bags will give you a faulty plate, which will break upon impact once damage is dealt to it. The faulty plate would be in red. There are 2 ways to remove these debuffs, either from using their real counterparts, like using medic bags to stop poison and regen your health bag, using an ammo bag to refill your ammo, or using an armor bag to replace the faulty plate. The other way is to use their mini counterparts. First aid kits would just stop the poison but not regenerate any health back. Ammo packs will do the same thing as ammo bags, albeit with less ammo to give. And armor repair kits would repair 50% of the faulty armor plate. Paired with the consumable system, and you'd have no problems removing these debuffs. Plus, it serves as good resource management. That's all the changes I'll make to the deployables themselves. Now, let's move on to... The Faker's behavior is something I really didn't touch on that much, honestly, because I was just stupid. Anyway, what I forgot to mention was that the Fakers would not spawn when hostages were around. This was a mechanic of the Rocketeer from Roblox Notoriety, which will spawn at sniper spawns when hostages are not around. However, since deployables won't go full Hiroshima on you anymore, they can spawn whenever they want. Fakers will hide around fake deployables, taking inspiration from a dev update discussing how cloakers would pick a nice dark spot to hide, which is something they don't do since they just charge at you anyway. Fakers will pick a dark spot to hide while they wait for their prey to take the bait. Coupled with their new jacket and gray helmet, this would make them a little harder to find. However, the catch is they will hide somewhere near the fake deployables. So, if you've identified a fake deployable, that would mean a faker is lurking somewhere around there. Payday 3's cloakers have one distinct element that separates them from Payday 1 and Payday 2's cloakers: their ability to melt deployables. After a cloaker has melted a deployable, fakers will replace the remains with their own equipment according to which deployable type it was. Something from the original video I forgot to mention was that the faker will place down his deployables near yours. Yeah, if you were the one putting it down, it probably won't trick you. However, when it's your teammate's deployable, it might be able to trick you if you're not paying attention. Coupled with the inability to communicate with your teammates properly, this could turn into a disaster if you're not paying attention. Oh, you thought I meant the lack of VoIP? No, I meant the incompetence of Payday Pub.
That's the penthouse's main entrance. Another way in could be through the ventilation shaft at the top of the stairs on your right.
Heyo, Koo from the future here. So as I was recording the script, my fucking ADHD brain just went, why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he do that? So I said, fuck it, the video's too short anyway. So here's another section. Oh, and I didn't switch the song because I literally have no more fighting songs. And also, I just really like Iron Horse. Key After Key is such an amazing artist, and I think he's up there with Gustavo Coutinho and Simon Ficklund himself. Anyway, back to the video. Since the removal of exploding deployables, I've been thinking about something that could replace that demo main hole in my heart. And I got it! The fakers will now put down fake bags that will explode upon interaction. Yeah, you heard me right. Not even loot bags can be trusted anymore. The fakers will keep track of your hostage counter. If it hits 0, this is where the fake bags come in. Of course, being marked with an NYPD logo. To combat the bag being tipped over, the faker will always place a bag on an upright position. And the bag would not be affected by gunshots, explosions, etc., staying completely stationary until it is disarmed via getting shot or exploded. When interacted with, the bags will, of course, explode. This time, the faker will deploy fake bags around vaults, except, the one in Dirty Eyes, special rooms like the scanner room in Dirty Eyes, or even if more than one loot bag had been bagged and secured at the escape location. Granted, this might not be able to fool that many people, especially when you're like me and have a modded loot bag skin. I love you, boy, hi bag. But when you're in the heat of a moment and your mind filled with greed as you try to get that whole loot bonus, would you care? The answer is yes, because it will still look different. But, if you don't have those mods, be mindful of loot bags and you'll be just fine. Here's an idea that might be cool: difficulty adapting abilities. Where am I leading with this? Not only do fakers place down fake deployables, and now even fake loot bags, but this time they'll also place down fake tools as well. On normal to hard, fakers will place down trip lasers and ECM jammers. To identify the fake tools, the trip lasers would be red and ECM jammers will have a blue glowing light. But what do they do? If you or your teammate steps into the trip laser's laser, then all cops would drop everything they're doing and immediately target you. ECM jammers would do the same, however, working off a range system. So, instead of you getting targeted by a team of SWAT members, it's now you and your friends who are getting targeted by a team of SWAT members. It would also glitch out your HUD when in range, similar to when you're near a techie. On very hard to overkill, the trip lasers will get replaced by microcams, which would be flashing a tiny blue light. And since it doesn't have lasers anymore, it makes it harder for heisters to find them. The ECM jammers would be replaced by a motion sensor which has a blue glowing light and won't glitch out your HUD, making it harder to tell that you're in range. Other than that, they work the same. The fake tools can be taken out by shooting them as always. If you get close enough to them, then they'll be marked for you. The trip lasers or microcams will always be in doorways, and motion sensors / ECM jammers would be right next to fakers. Just so that it wouldn't be completely impossible to find, because you know how small Payday 3 tools are, right? Just look. It'd be nearly impossible to find if it was placed willy-nilly. Right then, let's not waste any more time. Let's move on to the conclusion.
Piece of shit drill.
Wow, that took way too long for me to make. That's really it when it comes to the faker. I still can't thank you guys enough for the support of my original Faker video. This really means the world to me. Unfortunately, I have other projects in mind, so this might be my final video on the Faker. But who knows, maybe I'll revisit this one day. I hope you guys enjoy my second schizo rant on a special unit that doesn't exist, and probably never will. You know, unless, you know, someone mods them in. But come on, it's Payday 3. The best mods we have right now is the boy gets her phone. I wrote that in the script. No, I'm serious. I wrote that in the script. That was in the script. Oh yeah. Before the video ends, I just want to say Shade still does not call out techies. It's been a year. It's been a year. It's been a year. Anyways, as always, love you all. Bye.